Okay, one of the ways of completing a band is by getting all the shares completed. That can come through new people joining, and we have really rich, valuable sponsorship model for that. But it's also a great investment model for those that understand it and see it. And I want to highlight what that is, and we call those sub shares. They are only allocated through premium shares. The premium shareholder, if you will have access to all the dashboards of any subshares that are under it and able to designate where they want their crowdfunding funds to go, where commissions would flow back up to the premium shareholder, and that's where the commissions would flow. And essentially, every dashboard, a premium share dashboard becomes like a small bank account for diverting or for not for sharing funds around with each other and maybe even supporting one another in that. So we have the band completions that are happening here. And I put subshares when you start off, the first row under you is band one, band seven, but that'll change when you join. You could be joining at band seven for an individual, that becomes their point of zero, if you will. And then from then on, they have to get 7 rows beyond that to make it all work well for them in that. But we can only put in one sub share under a premium share per band for the first 5 bands, actually 6 bands, because I didn't want people to game the system. And but that's still really lucrative when they're all paying out. Those are $2,500 each in payout. And then I made it 5, and then 5, and then 10 at band 9, band 10. It can go to 20 maximum from then on. People are buying all those shares, sub shares. That's significant coming in. You think about having 30 sub shares, a band is completed, and your sub shares are all paying out. It can be pretty substantial on a payout. Why? Because it creates the energy for everyone for doing that. Remember, people plus money is really positive energy. We're building the co-op and we're supporting members in that process and that. But some shares have no voting rights, no duplication rights, any investments or anything. They don't get part of that or anything. Shares can get investment that comes out of any potential investments that would come along. And then we have the breakdown that you see there, 5% to discretion. That's crowdfunding probably. Co-op sponsored projects, that'll all be developed. $5 for investments, $5 for 5% for operations. And the rest I've already explained with all of that on that chart. So that's about it. That is very innovative, though, when we look at how subshares work, because typically you have to go find somebody, got to go find somebody, be a great salesman. And everybody loses it at that point. People would rather spend money than find people. Maybe later on, when they really understand the system and really comfortable with it, they might want to share that with their friends and that. But let's let them have just a good starting point with just come on in and see the system, get used to it. And if you see the value of the sub shares, get in. I have to highlight this. I know it's going to be a little bit of FOMO here, fear of missing out, but it is what it is. The system is designed to accentuate people doing the best they can. Every time you fail to or choose not to put a sub share on a band, when that band pays out, you're not on it. You're or you don't have a sub share on it. There is no payout for that. And if that band gets 10 payouts, that's 10 you missed out on. So I'm sorry, there's a little bit of FOMO there, but it also makes it so that people understand, oh, there's some, I've really got to do something here if I want to make something really valuable for both myself, my family, and for others. And that, remember, this is all within that crowdfunding model. You're trying to do good with others and for yourself and for your family. It's a win-win, win and a win for everyone. Okay, that's it. That's the skeleton. That's the bones of this system. I hope it makes sense to you. Questions are always welcomed.